Hi everyone, this is Cape at Cape's Crochet Corner. Sorry, almost forgot what I was doing here. This is my new channel. I do have another channel that is not crochet, and it's called Cape's Corner Creation, and that is my junk journal channel. But I thought that I should do a crochet channel just because I do a lot of crochet and I do use it in my junk journals, and I thought, well, you know, why not? There's room for everybody, and I thought, well, I'll do a channel on learn to crochet. Crochet is a wonderful thing. You can learn it at just about any age, really. It's so rewarding to learn a craft and make your own things. And with all this time we have at home these days, what a great way to spend your time. So today I thought I would start with the basic granny square, because that is what most people relate to with crochet. So we're going to make a basic granny square. There's a few different ways to go about it. I'm going to show you the one I like, so that it stays more of a square shape. A granny square can tend to be a little off center because the way it's done, if you just go round and round and round, it tends to get a little bit lopsided. But we're going to try and make one today. Well, not try, we're going to make one today that stays a little bit more square. And for the very beginner, your best bet is to use a heavier yarn, at least a size 4. And that if you've never done this before and you've never picked up a skein yarn, most skeins, let me get one for you. Well, all skeins usually will tell you right on there. This is Red Heart Super Saver, which is a sturdy yarn. It's very popular in stores. You can get this, you know, at not Hobby Lobby. You can get this at Walmart or Joann's, places like that. Okay, so if you flip this over here, right here it says a 4. That is your weight, your medium weight yarn. Okay, it's a sturdy weight. It's a good size for beginners. And right next to this here, it'll tell you a 5.5 or a 5 millimeter, depending on, in the US it would be a 5 millimeter. And you know, you can go bigger. You can use a 5.5, a 6. You can go smaller to a 4.5 or even a 4 size hook. It depends what you're comfortable with. But to begin with, you know, I would say a 4.5 or a 5 is a great size hook to start with. They're not much different, but it's a big enough stitch that you can see every stitch that you're working on, and really you want to be able to see what you're doing. If you started out with crochet thread, and I'll show you that, like this, which is very tiny. Okay, and the hook size would be small in comparison to this blue hook, which is a size 4, and this is a 4 1/4, which this particular hook I have yet to find in another store anywhere in all my years. But you can get a 4.5 or a 5. And this tiny little hook, there is a hook at the end of there, but that's tiny, and that's for the thread. For a brand new beginner who've never crocheted before, this is a little more challenging. It can be done. This is how I learned when I was a child, on the thread with a tiny hook. But I really think that to start with, you'd be better off to start with a bigger hook and a bigger yarn. So we're going to use this cotton, size 4 cotton. I'm pretty sure this is I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby, but anyway, we're going to use this. It's a little bit thinner than the size 4 Red Heart, but you know, it's not that much different. But anyway, so to begin with, you have to make a slip knot. And I know if you've never done that, you like, okay, how do you do that? Well, there's a couple of different ways. I'm going to try and show you the easiest way so you can see it here on the cardboard. So if you take what we call this piece is the working yarn, which is attached to the ball, and then you have your tail here. So we're going to take your short end and go over the long end like this and make a loop. Okay, so your short end crosses over your long working piece, and then you just take the loop and fold it over your working piece. Now you're going to put your hook under there, and you take your tail and your working yarn and you pull, and that just slides that knot right up there, and now you have a slip knot right there. I like to keep the tail 4 to 5 inches long. I don't like short pieces. For me, I just feel more confident at the end when you're sewing them in that the more you have to sew in, the more secure your piece will be. Okay, so we're going to start by chaining 4. So to do that, you just are going to hold on to your slip knot. It's the best way to get started. The very beginning is always a little difficult. Once you get rolling, it's much easier. But just to get started, I like you to grab onto your slip knot, and with your hook, you're going to yarn over and pull through once. Then I turn it so it's facing me. Hold on to it again. Yarn over, pull through twice. Yarn over, pull through 3 times, and yarn over and pull through 4 times. Now you have these cute little chains, and if you can see, they look like the letter V. I'm going to show you that because we will be talking about that. It's 2 pieces here, V, a V, a V, and a V. And on this chain, I'm going to show you, this is considered the front loop of a stitch, and this is considered the back loop of the stitch. And if you turn it over, you can see each stitch. Let me turn it so you can see on the white. Just about there, I guess. You can see each one has a little hump on it. A hump here, a hump there. All these little bumps or humps or whatever you want to call them is the back side. And we'll refer to that at some point. So for now, we have 4 chains, not counting this loop to begin with, because this is the loop on your hook. But we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to insert our hook into the very first chain down here to make a circle. So before we pull it closed, you can see where my finger is there is going to be a circle. So you're going to yarn over and pull your hook through both those loops, just like that, and now you have a circle. I'm going to show you that one more time. So you have 4 chains on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to insert our hook into the first chain, and you have your circle. You're going to yarn over and pull through that first chain and pull through the chain on your hook, or the loop on your hook. Now you have a circle. Now we're going to chain 2. So yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through. That's chain 2, 1 and 2. That is going to be our first stitch. Now there are many crocheters who may use 3 chains for double crochet, which we're going to be making double crochets. I prefer to make 2 on the beginning stitches because for me it's a little too loose, so I like to only use the 2. So we got 1, 2. That counts as our first double crochet. Now to make a double crochet, we're going to yarn over, go in your circle, yarn over, pull through. Now we have 3 loops on our chain. We're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now we have 2 chains on our hook, and yarn over and pull through. Now we have 2 double crochets. Our first, chain up 2, and our second is a double crochet, which looks like 2 double crochets. We need 1 more to make a granny cluster. So we're going to yarn over, go back in a circle, yarn over and pull through. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And that is our first granny cluster. Now we have our tail here, and I'm going to try and hold on to it as we turn so that we're crocheting over it like it's part of the circle, so as to hide that tail. And what's left of it we will sew in when we're done. Now between each granny cluster is a chain 2. So we're going to chain 1 and chain 2. So we need 4. So we're going to do it again. 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and then when we get around we'll show you how we finish that. Okay, so you're going to yarn over, go into your circle, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. 1 double crochet, so now we need 2 more. Holding on to our tail and our circle, yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. 1 more time, yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So now we have 2 granny clusters in our circle. We need 2 more, so we're going to chain 2, yarn over and pull through once, yarn over and pull through twice. That's a chain 2. So again, 3 double crochets. You're going to yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through once, and yarn over and pull through twice. There we go. Yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Again, yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Now we're going to chain 2 again. So as you can see, we have 3 sides of our square. We have 1, 2, 3 clusters. We need to make 1 more. So yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. 1 more here, 1 double crochet, and 1 more. There. Now we have 4 granny clusters in our circle. Now to close, you remember we have this chain up 2, so 1 and 2. We're going to close into this chain, but first we have to make a chain 2. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now we're going to put our hook into this loop, catching both these pieces, 1 and 2, which leaves us 1 piece on the back of our loop, which is that little bump on the back of our chains, and we're going to yarn over and pull through. Well, there we go. Well, my yarn split. This is a cotton yarn, so sometimes it splits. Okay, so we have pulled through that first stitch, and we're going to yarn. We're not going to yarn again, but we're going to just continue pulling through to this other loop on our hook. That is called a slip stitch. So it's just to connect one side to the other. So there we have it. So we have a little square. Let me put it down so you can see. We have our little square, granny square. And so now, instead of continuing around like this, we're going to turn our work over like so and go this way. So if you were looking at it this way, instead of going this way, we're going to come back this way. And every time we finish a row, we're going to go one way, and then we're going to turn over and go the other way. And that will help keep our granny square square. You know, because you connect here, and if you kept going in the same direction, what happens sometimes, you can slip stitch across and continue to this corner and then work up, but it tends to make it a little wonky. So I like to go back and forth. So that meaning we're going to turn our work this way. Oops. We're going to insert our hook into this chain 2 space, and we're going to yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. That is a slip stitch, and that brings you to the middle of this space. So we're going to work a granny cluster in this space, and we will put the second one in this space when we come around to the back side. But first we're going to chain up 2 again, 1 and 2 for our first stitch, and we're going to make a double crochet. So chain over, I get ahead of myself. So yarn over, go into the space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Again, yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And that is a granny cluster. Now, again, many folks will yarn over and make a chain in between the clusters. I don't do that because I like my granny square a little bit snug and with less spaces, so I don't put a chain there. It'll be fine whether you do or you don't. It's just creator's choice. So I don't. So right from this stitch, we're going to yarn over, go into the next space on this side, in this corner, and again, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2 for a double crochet. And we need 2 more double crochets for a cluster. So yarn over, insert your hook into your chain 2 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and 2. And one more time, yarn over into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through the last 2. Now that is half of your corner, because as you see down here, it really takes 2 clusters to make a corner. So we're going to insert in every corner, we're going to make 2 clusters. So we're going to have 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. So we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and then we're going to make 3 double crochets into this same space. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Again, into your space, yarn over, pull through 2, and 2. Yarn over, insert your hook into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Now we're going to jump to this side over in this corner, and we're going to do the same thing we did in this side. So 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. Now yarn over into your space, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Again, yarn over into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and 2. Yarn over into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. That's 1 granny cluster, so we need another one in there. So we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, that makes our corner. And again, 3 double crochets. So we're going to insert our hook into this space, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Again, yarn over, go into your space, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, and now we have 3 loops on our hook. Just for a reminder, you're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. 1 more double crochet into this space. There we go. Now we have our third corner, well, our second corner. We started here, but we're not, that one's not finished, so really we have 2 finished corners. So we're going to jump into this space and do this again. So yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Again, yarn over into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through two loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. One more, yarn over into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And then chain 2, 1 and 2. 3 more double crochets right in that same corner space. Yarn over into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Again, yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. One more time, yarn over into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now we're going to jump into this corner that we started. Now we started here with a chain up 2 and 2 double crochets. So to finish that, we're going to put 3 more double crochets in here. We're going to put a chain 2, and then we're going to connect into this top of the chain 2 right here, stitch. Okay, so yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. One more time, yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And one more, yarn over, go into your space, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and remember, sometimes you have to pull these back so you can see that this is our chain 1 and our chain 2. Actually, this is chain 1, this is chain 2. This is the top of our first double crochet, and this is the top of our third stitch. So we have 1, 2, and 3. If you can see these right here. Let me see if I can move this. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to go into this one right here, which is our chain 1 and chain 2. This yarn is hard to see in this light. So after we've chained 2 over here on our hook, we're going to slide our hook underneath this first loop and the second loop. And you'll see on the back that there's a piece of material right there. It's hard to see in this light, it's terrible. But you see there's 1 loop on the back of your hook, and there's 2 on the front of your hook right here. Not this piece, this is your working piece, but this loop right here, so you know you've got that loop. If you look here, let me grab my, where is it? Let's see here. Okay, so every stitch we consider this piece your front loop, and the back of the V, this is a V, see, like this. You have your front loop and your back loop. We need to go through both loops, okay, when you make a slip stitch. So we're going through both loops. We're going to go yarn over, pull through, and then pull through the hook, the loop on your hook, and that's a slip stitch. So that gives us four corners all connected, and it keeps it a little straighter than if we had kept going. So we're going to, in order to keep it that way, we want to get into the middle of this space. So we're going to turn our work this way. We're going to go back into our space. We're going to yarn over and pull through for another slip stitch. So now we're going to go this way. If we were back over here, we'd be going this way, but we're going to be working this way on this side, but we have to get to the back of it. So one row will be this way, one row would be this way, one row would be this way, and it looks perfectly fine on both sides. Okay, so we're going to begin again, and we're going to always begin with a chain 1 and a chain 2. 1 and 2. And then we're going to make 2 double crochets into this space. So we're going to yarn over, go into the space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. One more time, yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Now we're going to jump into this space here that's in the middle, and every time you go around, you're going to add more spaces on the sides. The corners will be the same, so you'll have a granny cluster, a chain 2, and a granny cluster in every corner. And on the sides, you'll just have one granny cluster, which is 3 double crochets. Okay, so we're going to make one granny cluster on this corner, and we'll put the other one in when we come around at the back. I don't put them both in when I start. When I start, we just do one. We come around, and we'll finish that up on this side like we just did. So again, no chaining in between. We're just going to yarn over, go into this space between these 2 granny clusters, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 more loops. Yarn over, go into your space, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Again, yarn over, go into your space, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops for 3 double crochets. Okay, and again, no chaining. We're just going to go into the next space, which is our corner. So we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, just like that. So yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go into our space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. One more, yarn over, go into our space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to put 3 more double crochets into that same corner space. See, right here I lost part of my yarn because this is cotton and sometimes it splits apart, so you have to be careful of that if you work with something like that. Okay, so something on there. So we're going to yarn over, go into our space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Again, yarn over into our space, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and 2 more. Again, into our space, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and 2 loops. And there we go. And then to our next space, we are going to put 3 double crochets, 1 granny cluster. So 1, 2, and 3. Now we're at another corner, so we're going to do again 2 granny clusters with a chain 2 to separate them. So 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. And chain 2, 1 and 2. And 3 more double crochets. So yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and 2 loops. Again, 1 and 2, yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and 2 loops. We're going to jump to our middle space, 3 double crochets. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And 1 more for 3 double crochets. Now we're back to another corner, so again we're going to do 2 granny clusters with a chain 2 in the middle. So that's 1 double crochet, 2, and 3 for a cluster. And we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and make 3 more double crochets in that corner space. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to jump right over to the next space and make a granny cluster. So 1 double crochet, 2, and 3. Now before we finish this round, I want to show you what my left hand over here is doing. The way I hold my yarn, and I've been doing this for so many years, I don't know any other way that it works for me. You have to find what works for you. Whichever way you can put your yarn on your hand so you can have some tension, so that you've got some control over your tension. Because it's the tension, like if I pull my index finger tight, you can see it's pulling. And that's sometimes what you need to tighten up a stitch. If it gets too lax, I may wrap my finger around twice. And then, like if I pull out, if I have my tension on here, like this, and I'm working, and then I make a mistake and I can pull, say, this one stitch out, now I have too much yarn out. So I may wrap my finger once, twice, or 3 times around that to pick up the slack. Instead of changing it on this end, I'll control it here on this end. So now I put that stitch back in, and as I put it back in, I can let go of a loop and go like so, and now I'm back to my original tension. This takes practice when you work with crocheting. As much as the learning part is to learn to crochet, you must learn your tension. This is as important as your working side, because this is how you control, you know, whether it's tight or loose, or is it all the same. Like when you look at this crocheting, all the stitches pretty much look the same size. They'll be a little wonky if your tension is off, so you need to be careful on how you hold your thread. The easiest way for me is over the index finger, under the middle finger, over the ring finger, and under the pinky. So when I bring my hand forward, I close my fingers together. So this is what you have over here. And I work with those 3 fingers down, and I hold my work with that hand, mostly with my middle finger and my thumb, very close to where I'm working. I keep this index finger pointed out for tension, you know, and so that helps me control my work. So now we're going to continue and close this corner. So you can watch, you know, other crocheters and crafters and see how they hold their thread. Work with your own thread, see what works for you. Some hold it like between just 2 fingers. I have like absolutely no control that way. My arthritis doesn't allow me to keep my hand that way. I have to have a grip on it, so that's why I hold it like this. Plus I've been holding it like this, you know, for many, 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 many years. So I wouldn't be able to probably do it any different way now, but anyway. Okay, so we're going to finish this square into this circle. Now we have to put another granny cluster in here. So we're going to yarn over, go into our space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. One more time, yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now you can stop here, or you can continue like we've been doing, or you could change your color. Now to change color, you can chain 2 and slip stitch into your chain 2. Remember here we started 1 and 2, and you can slip stitch into your chain up 2, you know, cut your yarn and sew it in, and then start in any corner with another color. or you can change color right here. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So we always going to chain 2, so chain 1 and chain 2, and then put your, well, I want to show you over here first, another color. I always put a slip stitch in my yarn first, and I take it off the hook. Now you're going to go into this chain up 2, so 1 and 2, and then you're going to grab, this yarn is splitting on me here, do that again. Okay, so then I'm going to put this slip stitch or slip knot back on my hook. So now we have, your hook is through your purple here, you're working, and you're adding this one. So instead of grabbing this working yarn over here, like we've been doing, we're going to pull the pink one through that chain and through this one. So now we're going to tug on that purple one, tug on the pink one here, and we have just added a color. And I'll show you in a minute how to secure that. So then we're going to turn our work to start the next, and these two tails over here, the pink and the purple, just give them a little tug so it's nice and secure. So we're going to go into our space, yarn over and pull through that pink yarn. Now it has a slip knot and it has a slip stitch, so that's secure, it's not going to fall off. So now what you can do is put those down. You can cut your purple yarn away. You can then put a little knot. I like to put a little knot just like that, and then later we'll sew in those ends. Okay, so we're going to go around, we're only going to do one corner here, and then I will show you how to sew in these, and then you can finish that on your own. So we're going to chain 2 just like before, 1 and 2. We need 2 more double crochets here. So yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, go into your space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And now we have 2 spaces on the side, like I told you, and then the next row will have 3 and 4, and you can just keep on keeping on and make this as big as you want. You can change color, you can keep the same color. It's really good practice for double crochets, learning how to keep your tension, learning how to keep a straight line, remembering all your stitches. This is a great way to start. So for the beginners, I hope that this gives you a lot of information, and you can practice, practice, practice. Now, for your tail, we want to make sure that our center piece, we're going to pull it really tight, because as we started with a slip knot, that is able to be pulled, so that circle, that hole in the middle, is now shut. You can see that, and we want that nice and tight. Then we're going to take our yarn needle, and that one's too small, so let me grab a different one if I could find it. Here we go. Oh, where's it's getting away from me? Okay, so this middle piece, we're going to thread our yarn needle. They have, you know, you can get metal, you can get plastic, whatever works best for you. I don't like a big one, and I don't like the plastic ones. I like a smaller one, maybe sometimes a little bit harder to thread it, but in the end it seems to hold it better. So we're going to go under some stitches around this circle. We're going to pull through and pull tight, and then go over the next stitch and under the next few stitches, so like weaving, and then pull tight. Then I'm going to turn around and go the other way, skip over this first stitch and go under a few stitches and pull tight, and one more time go over the next stitch and through some stitches, and there we have it, and pull tight. And that's not going anywhere because we also crocheted over it in the beginning. So now that we've gone back and forth 4 times, that's going to stay there. So I'm going to take off this pink yarn for you so that we can close this square so you can see it closed. Now remember, we already cut our yarn, so we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. We're going to go under this second stitch, so 1, 2, go under here. We're going to yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And then we're always yarn over and pull through to finish and give it a tug, because you don't want to have that unraveling. So always give it a chain 1 when you're finishing. And there we have it. There is our granny square. So if you are finished, we're going to again sew in this this tail. So we're going to yarn our needle here. I like to turn it around. I like to go in the back of this stitch like so, and bring it down to this group of 3 stitches and go underneath it, pushing it through the fibers, and pull it. Not too tight, because you don't want to pull your corner tail in, so you don't want to bend your corner too much. But you can, be snug, but don't yank on it too hard. And then we're going to skip over this top piece and go under these others and go in, and then again go over the top one and go under the other stitches. You want to go back 3 or 4 times just so that it's nice and snug. That's not going to come out. And then we can snip that yarn away. There we go. And there we are, 1 granny square. And you can make hundreds of these and then sew them together or crochet them together, and we'll work on that in future videos. This is video 1 of a basic granny square, just to get you started on how to crochet. So here we have it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something, and I hope you find yourself building and creating with me as we go. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.